So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny.
Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. 1 second. Just getting set. There we go. All right. Hi. There
First
we
and
go.
foremost, you gotta let me get my fangirl moment out the way, okay?
Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I love it.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to join me today in the hot seat and on the tan line. It's your first trip here. Just promise that it will not be your last, and we'll be all right, okay?
Okay. I'll let you know at the end.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm in trouble. So much for that. Well, you know what? Maybe I should just lock the doors when you get here on the 15th of November, because
That's
at
right.
Raising Cane's River Center Theater, the Performing Arts Center will be waiting for you along with the rest of the capital city.
I cannot wait. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have good vibes about this. I'm feeling good about it.
Okay, good. We're here. We're here.
There
You
it
are
is.
no stranger when it comes to the world of entertainment. You have great stages internationally. And I'm like, this guy has done the most. And I have been a fan since Impractical Jokers, because I'm thinking to myself, surely this man has got to have security lined up around the block, because I would still be out here looking for you for half of the stunts you pull. You know?
I appreciate it. But I was on basic cable. I'm okay. I'm fairly forgettable, my face. It's all right. I kind of look like people. You know what I mean?
You know, at what point did you know that you wanted to take this comedy thing next level? That this was a part of your journey outside of just being a passion and a hobby and making people laugh? How did you know you wanted this to be your career?
Yeah, I mean, I've always enjoyed making people laugh, and then when I got the opportunity to do it with Jokers, I jumped at it because I was working a corporate gig. I was I was a baby store salesman. I was
Stop
working
it.
selling high-end baby furniture, baby gear, and stuff.
You were the big kid in the store, and
I
they
was a
almost
big
had to
kid,
threaten
yeah.
you
A
every
hell of
other
a
day.
salesman, though. Hell of a salesman. So it worked out pretty good. But then, I jumped in, and then after my time with Jokers, and I had some things go on, and I had to leave the show. I was like, it's always my calling to be that thing for people to come out and laugh. And I was just like, what,
Yeah.
let me try my hand at stand up. And I did that and really enjoyed the art form and really took to it. So I was like, okay, so this is the next chapter, I guess, for me. You'll be
Yeah.
doing some stand up. And I've been loving it. I completed my last tour, which ran for 2.5 years, and just started my new one
Crazy.
here. This is brand new, the Let's Get Into It tour, which is all new material, started in September. And it's been going great. I'm having so
So
much fun with this new tour as well.
I'm glad you mentioned that. So let's get into it. How is it
Yeah.
that your family and your friends and even your coworkers, how can anyone take you seriously? Like, I
They
would
don't.
feel that at any given moment, I am the butt of your joke just waiting to happen. And I got to
Yeah.
sit in that audience and laugh about it when I really want to fight you about it, Joe. Like,
No, I like to make it uncomfortable. I can live in the uncomfortable. I'm not really necessarily like a pranker, but I like to make things a little bit too awkward for people to witness. Like I'll stand too close to people like in an elevator or a subway car, I'll do those kind of things, I'll eat one too many samples off the tray at Costco. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I
yeah.
like to make it a little weird.
Yeah, I think you should just kind of roam through Costco when you get here, because they do have good samples, especially around aisle 3. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I'm
This is a
welcoming it, and I'll
judgment-free
see you in
zone.
aisle 3 when I get there.
Just know I got you, okay? I got you. But you got to go before 6 o'clock.
Okay, that's when the good stuff is
Yeah,
gone by
yeah.
6. I got you. It's the leftovers then. You don't want the leftovers. You want the fresh cuts. I got you.
Whenever you're coming up with the content for these shows that you're going to have such a captive audience, and it's so many different people that's going to be there. Yeah, you want to make it a memorable experience for everybody, but you're leaving bits and pieces of Joe. And I know that through every joke, most of it's probably not even a joke. It's just real life that you're telling from your perspective at this point. How do you navigate through which type of content you want to use for this show?
Yeah, my storyteller, I'm a storyteller. So my stand-up format is I tell stories, and I've had a pretty storied life at this point, and have lots to share. So I just think about what stories I think would be good for the stage to share, but also which could be part of the narrative. And really what I was thought about when I was making the show, it's called Let's Get Into It, because I'm obsessed with the way people become the people they are, right? Like
Okay.
I didn't start with this, when I was younger, I wasn't this bold, brazen, crazy guy. I started as this geeky, nerdy, isolated kid. I was making tests for my father when I was 10 years old. I'd be opening up the encyclopedia and preparing an exam for him. So when he came home from his 10-hour day selling
Stop.
life insurance door to door, I'd be like, pop quiz, dad, like
Yeah.
that's so not me. So I just think about all these little stories that have really made like a core part of my character. And I share them throughout the whole thing. And now I'm a father as well. So I think about my poor children and they have my
Bless
DNA
their
running
hearts.
through them. Oof.
Do you ever find yourself trying to parent the you out of them?
Sometimes I
Yeah.
do. It's a little too, it comes a little too quick, too hot. My daughter's a little too brazen, is too okay talking to strangers. She's 9
Yeah.
years old. I'm like, we got to back it off, honey.
She get
You
it from
gotta
her
be careful.
father. We don't know what to do. She get it from her
She'll
daddy.
talk, she'll talk to anybody. She's the sweetest. Like she'll go up and make sure everybody's okay. Like it's so
Yeah.
funny. And I'm like, but babe, you got to be careful out there.
Right. Like she was like, careful, what is that? They better
I don't
watch
know.
out for me because I'm bringing it. And I love
100%.
the fact that you are bringing so much laughter and joy to people. And it's a sacrifice for many when they come up off these tickets, and you don't take that for granted because people were working and life is out here lifing. And when we're in your company under your command, because you're standing center stage with this microphone, and we are depending on you with a tomato in our hand. We are depending on you to take us through this journey and give us an unforgettable experience. Does that ever get taxing on you as an entertainer? Do you ever feel pressured? Like, am I getting this right?
Yeah, no, I think that's the challenge and the badge of honor I wear. I'm proud of what I put together for this night because for me it is an event. Like I want people to come out and forget about all the BS that they've left at the door to come in and laugh together for, a couple hours. I think that's a big part of the job. Like I'm not a divisive comic. I don't talk about things that annoy people. I just stay up there, share stories. If you've seen me on TV, then you know me because it's the same guy. So if you like me on TV, you'll like me in real life. It's the same guy on stage that you've been watching for years, just telling more about himself and providing some laughter because I think it's really important at these times.
Yeah.
And it's fun because I've heard from fans throughout my whole career about how I've been there for them through the tough times. And, I've been that for them. And that's a responsibility I welcome. I think it's important to do that. And I'm pretty funny, so I'm okay. It works out.
Part, and I got this good joke from my mom. She wanted me to share it with you. Please feel free to use this if you need it. What did the rug say to the floor?
What did the
Don't
rug
move.
say to the
I've got
floor?
you covered, Joe.
Ah!
I just had her get that out of the way because if I didn't, she would be like, "You didn't tell him. I told you."
I love it.
Let
I
it go.
love it. It's a great dad joke. One of my daughter comes home from school and gives me stuff. She goes, "Dad, I got a joke for you for the people." That's what she says because everybody's the people. It's like when you go to tell the people, I got a joke. Sit down. So I know she was serious. So I sit down and go, "What's up?" She goes, "Why'd the chicken cross the road?" And I was like, "Why?" And she goes, "Because." And she nailed the
You know
delivery.
what?
And she's like, "Tell the people." I was like, "I
And
got
you
it, babe.
better
I got
use
you."
that baby joke. Do you hear me? You better use that baby joke.
I will. I will.
And you're also an author. You're spreading a lot of love, even when it comes to the kids. I saw it for Where's Mary. What was the
Yes.
inspiration behind that?
Well, I had a story. My son, I've always loved reading to my kids now that I had the possibility to spend bedtime tucking them in. I feel like it's such a treasured time, treasured moment. They say such sweet things. You get to talk about their day. It's a great time to check in. And be part of that process was really fun. So we'd be reading books all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, it'd be pretty cool to have a kid's book as part of my legacy, to do that. So my son, it's actually based on a true story where my son lost his stuffy when he was 4 years old during bedtime. And any parent knows that's a catastrophe, right? If they can't find their favorite thing. So we had to find it. But during the day, he was playing hide and go seek with it, and he hid it under a pot in the kitchen, in a cabinet. I never would have found it if he didn't calm down and like retrace his steps. So it made
Right.
like a fun story. So I sent it out and worked with Penguin Publishing. They hooked me up with a great illustrator, Luke Flowers, who's unbelievable. And he made the story just come to life with all the bright pictures. And he was a Jokers fan. So he put all these Easter eggs in there. There's like a box of
Yeah.
Scoopski patatas in the closet. Like it's really cute. So it was really nice. And I really, really enjoyed the process. And I wouldn't be surprised if I do it again.
That's it. Where's Barry? It's available on Penguin right now. And of course, I know you have more chapters to ink. You have more jokes to tell. And we'll be there November 15th. Me, myself, and I, and all of the voices in my head, we are pulling up talking about Joe, come on now, wait on. And
I
am
look
here for all
forward. I
of
look
them.
forward to entertaining each and every one of you.
We sure appreciate it. It's going down at the Raising Cane's River Center Theater, the Performing Arts Center. You want to get those tickets today. If you don't have your tickets, let's get into it. You need
Yeah.
them.
For sure. For sure. It's going to be a good time.
Yes. And I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. So whenever you have anything going on, you feel free to jump in the hot seat and on the tan line and just know you're stuck with me. So
I
I'm going to let you
appreciate
chase
it.
the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, Joe.
I'm welcoming it. Thank you so much for the love. I like the hot seat. You're right.
Good. And I'll see you on the 15th.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.